Welcome to the channel. This is Clarity Empress, the Empress of Clarity, here to give you a collective energy chat before the new year comes in. I hope everyone is doing well. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hope everybody's about to bring their new year in happy, relieved, looking forward to something else, some blessings or something. This will be our last opportunity to kick it during this calendar year on this side of the world. Okay, it's probably already 2024 somewhere else, but here we are just entering, oh no, sorry, just leaving 2024 and entering 2025. So when you enter the live, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Comment in the comment section or the chat, depending on when you see this, morning, noon, or night. Um, yeah, so when you comment in the comment section, I definitely respond in the chat. I'll talk to you. You know what I mean? So we get ready to get cracking. Now, depending on when you see this broadcast for the end of the year, um, there are several new items I put in the community. Um, so when you get a chance, what up, Dawn? Happy New Year, happy end of year, all that. Happy Kwanzaa. How you doing, boo? I invited you to Kwanzaa. Did you respond? Or did I not get to the right number? I feel like I had a kickback from somebody and I feel like it was you. But then again, I feel like maybe you said no. I don't know. But I did invite you. You was in my heart. You was in my heart. You was in my mind. And I know I chose one of them numbers I had for you and I probably have to delete it. So, how are you? How you been? All right. So what I was saying, don't think so. Okay. So I must have had the wrong number. I definitely had you on the list. That's what's up. We 10 toes down and making it. That's what's up. So, the reading tonight, the energy of tonight, I cannot tell you. And it just could be the way my particular algorithms are set up because they're unique to the viewer, right? But I would say also in conversation with friends and family, the general consensus, the general feel, the general vibe that I know a lot of people are experiencing right now is endings, just like we're ending the year. But many are actually ending relationships. They're ending situations that just don't make them happy anymore. Um, maybe a lot of people are finding out that the people around them are actually snakes, people that just don't have their best interests in mind. So now people are realizing, oh, I need boundaries. Oh, I'm not getting proper communication. Oh, they're not taking accountability. Oh, I'm getting the short end of the stick. Or, oh, I feel used or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's the general energy. So if you get a chance, check the community section on the page, especially after you like, share, and subscribe, right? And if you already subscribed, go check the community page. Um, I share some information, some food for thought. I've also posted a video. DL Hewley he's talking about the last, um, the last thing to go. All right, that's the general theme of what he's talking about, and he's talking about a mother's love, right? And I agree with him on multiple levels. Not I know he was being political, but to me, on a personal level, I totally agreed with him. So when you get a chance, that's the last video I uploaded All my other videos of the last month or so have been live. So that would be the today's date. All right. So when you get a chance, take a look at that. All right. So we about to get started. I'm about to pull these cards about the energy. Spirit, what can my beloveds expect as they close out this year and enter a new year? What can they expect, Spirit? And while you viewing, go ahead and give me a like. It don't cost you nothing. So, all right. So the mother's love. We got a mother of sticks. That's the Queen of Wands in reverse. That's that Jezebel energy. I want to say mother of sticks, but the Queen of Wands energy in reverse is a Jezebel. She is a karmic feminine. She is vindictive. She is so opposite of the upright that she's a vile individual. She can be very hurtful, very revengeful, very very seductive, sexual overtly, not with any tact. This is the kind of huzzy that's always out with short shorts and tight and doing a lot of strange things for a piece of change. I mean, that's what you do. But she would do it in a malicious way, right? Her intention is to snag anybody she could snag. You know what I'm saying? Like, what they accuse Cardi B comes to mind. She's just, and that's past energy. That seems like somebody leaving that behind. Black Cherry, what up, boo? Six of Coins, yeah, she's a taker. She don't give, and she's a trickster too. Because when you look at this, right, you see that this person got money. They taking risks. Uh, their palm is itching. But in reverse, this is losses. This is selfishness, greed, thievery. Mm. Tell me more, Spirit. That's the current energy. Oh, that's the current energy? Oh, man. Tell me more, Spirit. That's not what we want, though. Maybe this is what we leaving. I'm gonna just keep it at that. This is what we leaving in 2024. Yeah, it's over. This is the ending with a karmic woman. Somebody has an ending with a karmic feminine energy, whether it's a female, or just a feminine energy. That could be anything, right? But the garden here represents the world card. So there is an ending. Someone is going through an ending. And they're coming out of the energy of thievery. Somebody is just I feel like they just a taker. They just selfish minded. Somebody always in hustle mode. I don't even call it survival mode because I feel like they're greedy. Tell me more. Yeah, the challenge and the lessons, they're a liar. Five of Nines. They say what they got to say, do what they got to do. Like I said, some strange things for a little bit of change. You get what I'm saying? And I would say a little bit of change. Like, this person will hustle for a couple dollars out your pocket just to say they got that couple dollars out your pocket. Mm. And this is what we closing up with the garden here, with the world card. This is what we closing up. Oh yeah, and a fool. I feel like this is what it's ending with. So, I also I feel like this Queen of Wands in reverse energy is a fool. What was that? Oh, hope it ain't them damn cats again. Huh? Okay. Nine of baskets. Yep. Somebody's very selfish minded. Somebody's very selfish. With the nine of baskets, that's the nine of cups. That's somebody who that's a lazy lover. That's somebody who just wants everything given to them, wishes. They want all their wishes fulfilled with very little effort. And mainly because they're coming from the Eight of Cups of disappointment. They don't really want to give nothing else. Nines are also endings and really toward the new beginning, right? It's that transitional phase from being disappointed to being fulfilled. Somebody stands alone for a little while. They just want to be given to. This is also sometimes it's a healing energy. If you think about it, because after you have faced so much with the Eight of Cups, you lost so much with the Eight of Cups. The Ten of Cups is that fulfillment. So the Nine of Cups is when somebody is like, "Nah, I want to replenish me," and that could put somebody in a very lazy or selfish energy because now they like, "No, but I want my cups filled. I don't want to give nothing no more. I done gave all I could give." You get what I'm saying? So we may have a lazy lover here. Tell me about this mother of sticks. What happens to her? Oh, so I do feel like many of y'all have had situations in 2024 where you had to be resilient against, this Jezebel type of energy. There may have been a feminine in your life that just, besides being undeserving, has been very like a thorn in your side type of energy. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody who's so, oh, you want to put hands on them. You know what I mean? Like, that don't necessarily solve it. There's a person in my life, if I could just put my hands on them, I might feel better, but I know they wouldn't learn nothing. So then ultimately I wouldn't feel good. You get what I'm saying? This is that type of energy. Like, you've had to be resilient. You probably had to maintain your composure. You've had to keep going as a result of something that feminine energy did, or woman, whoever that is, right? Tell me more about the Six of Coins in reverse. Yeah. You know, the Sun of Sticks is my card for it. Well, it's the Page of Wands in reverse. That's my card for gossiping. That's when somebody talk too much. They're a little aimless. They don't know which direction they want to go in. You know what I'm saying? They don't have good instincts or guidance. Now, the Son of Sticks could also be the child of the Mother of Sticks. Both of them in reverse. Both of them unhealthy. Okay, but it just could be also somebody misguided or being gossiped about, or maybe they ran their mouth too much. Somebody who talks about the theft, or people that talk about this theft. There's some sort of theft, and I feel like it's not just theft of resources, it's theft of time, energy, emotions. I feel like it could be people talking about this person, somebody, this page being played by whomever, whether it's you or somebody else, being played by this Queen of Wands. Because I feel like you had to be resilient. That don't mean she did something directly to you, but you've had to be resilient because of things that she does. Tell me more, spirit. Tell me about the garden. And we got the Three of Baskets. So there, what is okay? There we go. There is a third party situation, but with the garden, which is the World card, this comes to an end. Okay, so somebody may have wanted some reconciliation. Maybe there will be, but it may not be a happy ending. It just could be a reconciliation to end, meaning someone could be getting closure, not necessarily a happily ever after. All right, tell me about this Five of Nine. Gullah Jack. So the challenge and the lesson. Somebody's tongue is wicked. They are a manipulator. They are a liar. Um, the challenge and the lesson is also to stop hanging on to their every word. Okay, so somebody was completely manipulated by that mother wand, mother of sticks or whatever. They just they sh- oh okay, clarification. Spirit said to remind y'all that the mother of wands in reverse is known as a witch. Okay, she's known as somebody who does witchcraft, not just a manipulator. she can actually be a witch, right? And her tongue is venomous. Okay, she knows spells. She knows what manipulation does, and she knows how to manipulate energy as well. Um, Whoever Gullah Jack is, their challenge is to come out of her spell, whatever the spell is for them to break their spell and stop hanging on her words. She's the type of person who will give a false narrative to things because it will rob the person of their free will. They won't, if they make a decision based on what she says, right? Then they're making it off a false premise. So therefore they can't make an informed decision because they're basing it on a lie. And their challenge is to come out of that. But I feel like with the fool card here is there you're gonna be leaving some fools behind, y'all. I do feel like that. So if they're the third party, so it's like, let's just say this is your person who's experiencing this more so with this Queen of Wands in reverse, then they have to now come out of her spell. Okay. But likely outcome right now is they still feeling like a fool. Um and they may let you slip away with the nine of baskets by being lazy, not really putting any effort into uh come out of this. Tell me more. Yeah, eight of baskets. So they see, that's what I'm saying. The eight of baskets again comes before the nine. That's all the disappointment. I feel like you collective have has to let this go. Whatever this is, you have to let the fool go. Whoever the fool is in your life. Um this fool, whoever the fool energy is, they're an emotional vampire. They will drain you. Because they won't release this mother of wands. The bottom of the deck. Nine of knives, yeah. So you made it. eh, I'm here. Spirit said you had to come out of the nightmare, which is this whole third party. This is where the ending is with the world card. You had to come out of the nightmare because that person. This is the second time I'm seeing a little bit more victimhood. I don't know if they're a victim, but I feel like this person will probably be just as cunning as the Queen of Wands, but just different. Meaning they will employ your oh, I wonder what they probably employ your emotions to try to keep you wrapped up in whatever they got going on. But ultimately, Spirit is urging you to walk away with the nine of baskets. There's some headaches you cannot take into your future without suffering the consequences of that decision. So you got to think about how did your year go? Okay. With whoever this could resonate with, how did your year go? Was it smooth? Did you advance? Are you struggling? And could some of it been alleviated or caused by your person in particular, beloved? Who could it be? Did they cause you any strife? Because if they did, you're gonna need to make a really hard decision. And I say really hard because I get that you probably love this person. And I'm not seeing a lot of love on the board, but I feel like for it to get to Eight of Cups, you probably really love this person at some point in time. Because getting to Eight of Cups meaning you've exhausted all your energy. You exhausted a lot of time. You exhausted the energy of love, mental energy. Because a lot of times when you're going through a situation with somebody and you communicate with that person, or you don't, whatever, a lot of times we go through emotional gymnastics, mental gymnastics, really, was what I call it. It's like your brain is trying to fix it before it's over, especially before you get to that Eight of Cups. This is Seven of Cups. That's where the confusion is. because you're trying to figure out which option makes the most sense to make. How we gonna make this work? You know what I mean? Like you offer up this, nope, that don't work. Let's try this. Nope, that ain't gonna work. You try. You've tried and you tried and you tried before you got to them 8 of cups. But if this person does not want to do different, does not want to let the third party go, wants to keep that as a bone of contention, or basically to manipulate and control you, they want them and you, right? You had to walk away because this person had you all effed up. You get what I'm saying? Like this person had you messed up. Like, how you gonna sit here and play in my face? Get that's what I'm saying. So 2024 had a lot of people saying, too many folks was playing in their face. And no, I get that this person in your life may be young or very immature with the son of sticks. But the mother of sticks in reverse, she was the catalyst or the problem. She's this witch energy. She places spells. She plays with words. She lies. She manipulates. She does a lot of different things, okay? Whatever it took to keep that person maybe away from you, I'm not allowing y'all to have a reconciliation, is that's her goal. That is her goal. But when you think back, how did they impact you this year? Did they make your life easier or did they make your life harder? Do you want to take that energy into the coming year? Okay. Because if you continue with a person like this who wants to control, wants to manipulate, wants their cake, then wants to eat it too, and still dealing with a mother of sticks energy who fuels that kind of mentality with them, they gonna pull you down into a very low space because they're in a very low vibrational space. So you gotta think, what do you want for yourself? All right, tell me more. What was that? You go to world card again. In the upright. There is an ending here. Honestly, I feel like you walked away from this, okay, because it was a lot. But I feel like even though you walked away from this ended with them too. I don't think them, your person and this Queen of Wands really are in a relationship. I don't know what you would call it if still in close proximity to each other, but they're not in a loving relationship. Like nothing about it feels good to one another. She is dissatisfied with them. They are dissatisfied with her. It is just, it's been over. Like I feel like your person is in an expired situation, trying to be resilient, trying to stick around. Maybe because they're codependent on that person. That they feel like, they could have been in a situation. Some people, not everybody, are in a situation where they, oh Lord, the word is escaping me. But it's like, all right, I'll give you a different example than what was coming to mind. But let's just say they live in the same house and they share a car, and that's how they all get to work. Um, or they not only share cars, but they babysit each other's children. They might not even have kids together, but it's something that they're codependent on each other now after spending so much time together. Something makes them codependent. So with that codependency, it makes it harder for them to separate. But the love, the whatever they were calling that before, that's over. Like it's all it's irreconcilable differences, but now we stuck with each other because that's their fate and that's their karma. In some way or some form of fashion, they're kind of stuck with each other. Now, some people could just be in a toxic dynamic that just seems to never end, but that is also a separate situation, and that's also due to choices. Feeling like they can't run back to you because now they kind of stuck in a situation. This person is I don't get they running back to you. I feel like this person is behaving stupidly. One, that's why the free man or the what you call the fool is here in reverse. but you walked away because they were behaving stupidly. Somebody need to get their shit together. And I don't know if this person is delusional. I feel like they are. The whole reason why they were with that person to begin with. But you know, a lot of people don't realize they never really stuck. Sometimes you just have to separate and let the person figure out what they're going to do while you figure out what you're going to do. But if they keep telling themselves, I can't do anything else, I have to be here and they have to be with me and I have to be with them because we got all these entanglements, then they'll never be free because they're not willing to take a chance on themselves. And that's what I see with the fool card in reverse. They're not. They she had them so wrapped around her thumb, her finger, her words, all of that. They feel like there's nothing else they can do. That they have no choice. Tell me more. Strength card. Yeah. So this is where Spirit said your self-worth kicked in, your boundaries kicked in. You held back from this situation. Not only did you close it out, but you're holding on like you're standing 10 toes down. Your boundaries are firm and your requirements are high. This person can't come to you with nonsense. They can't come to you telling you they stuck and but then they want to be in your face. Like it don't work like that. Nope, it don't. Tell me more, Spirit. That's why we closing out these chapters. Yeah. The nine of so these two cards are clarifying each other, which is the nine of swords there and the nine of swords too, right? Or nine of nines. That's why I couldn't getting tongue tied. But then the world cards both are clarifying each other. I feel like you feel, oh shit. Wow, Spirit. The nightmare is over. That's what I'm hearing. And then it reflected on the video I posted. I mentioned to y'all at the beginning that I have on my community board. No, I'm sorry. It's in my uploads. I just uploaded it after 9 this tonight. Well, it's a clip from DL Hewley, and DL Hewley was basically saying, talking about mother's love, right? And he ultimately was saying that black women or black mothers, he compared our political situation about being disappointed with America and how things are turning out right now and how much blood, sweat, and tears that we put into America to a mother and her child. And the premise was we're moving from having hope for that person. He said the mother's love is the last thing to go. And I couldn't agree more. Because when you look at a child that you love, that you have so much hope for, so much expectations, so much potential and possibility, and you finally see that they're never going to live up to what you wanted for them, what you as the mother wanted for them, then you move into acceptance. He said he talked about how with that acceptance is like, okay, well, if they die, we bury them. If they go to jail, they're there. He said, at least we know where they are. And I couldn't agree more because sometimes we will want for our children or children that we love more for them than they're willing or able to do for themselves, right? They may be capable, that's where the potential is, but they may not be willing. And you have to come to some form of acceptance to find peace. And somebody with the nine of swords and then both times in reverse, somebody's coming to that acceptance. This is what it is. I don't have to hope for nothing. I don't have to expect nothing, and I'm at peace. Wow, that's deep and that's sobering. Mm, 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 mm. Tell me more, Spirit. High Priestess. And Spirit said, you. You ever hear how your mother would say, that's not your little friend? After meeting one of your friends that you bring to the house, that one right there, that's not your friend. Or that one right there, you better watch that one. That deep knowing, that intuition, that when you look up at your mom tell you that, you think, how do they know? And then later on, you find out their so-called friend is a snake, and they never meant you well, and everything that your mom said was true, because your mom could truly see it, right? And I'm talking about a healthy mom, not moms that try to come and interfere in relationships, because there's plenty of those. But I'm talking about a good mother, that if they give you an alarm bell on something, you better pay attention, because they don't miss. That's the kind of energy I'm getting with the high priestess here. But the trouble is, the lies would take over from this Jezebel mother of sticks energy. She knows how to divert this person's attention by the lies that she tells. She knows how to let the lie sink in deep. She know how to say just a couple of words throughout all the garble that she talks, to make it sound plausible what she's saying. You get what I'm saying? Cause you to doubt. This person doubted the high priestess, which is you, collective. They doubted you. They didn't listen. They didn't listen. You prophesied to them like, okay, what's being said to you is not true. What's being said or done to you is not right. You prophesied that. Like, you sure? And I feel like this person had a lot of pride and ego. So they may have taken your words as, oh, you just jealous. You just want me. Or whatever they thought. Their ego took over. And they didn't know that you had genuine concern, genuine love. You know what I'm saying? And you were being honest with them, which is something that they were not getting from that Jezebel. But now, oh, they got it. They get it now. Because not only that, you pulled your energy back and let them have everything and see everything that mother sticks was about, because you stood 10. Now you can go into 2025 in peace, because the Eight of Baskets is here. So what I'm getting is, you done close it out with them. They close it out with this mother of sticks. And y'all like three people standing apart now. No more third party. That's all busted up. Tell me more. Yep. And you walk on into your Ace of Pentacles, where your blessings come from. That Eight of Baskets, which is Eight of Cups, you walk into your blessings. You get a new foundation with something and someone else. Leaving this person behind is what you've been guided to do, because how many times you gonna let them hurt you? That's where the mother's love and that giving up energy comes from. You you can't let anybody, and don't matter who they are in your life, child, husband, boyfriend, girlfriend, wife, it don't matter, friend, cousin, you can't let someone hold you back simply because of what they got going on. The devil. And this is also what's being left behind. Overall energy. That's where that Nine of Baskets. Somebody was lazy. I gotta cover that up because of the YouTube. But they felt like, well, they were dealing with the devil energy, but they also had a little bit of that in them, because this person really wanted you in their life. But this Three of Baskets situation, it had to come to an end. Spirit had to end that and let you relieve yourself of this whole situation. I don't see any with the high priestess here, you probably pulled out of it silently and just let it go. You probably just had to let it go. Hey, Carmen, you had to let it go. Mm-mm. This devil energy was a trip. So this how you closing out. I'm gonna pull again, but this is how you're closing out of 2024, relieving yourself of the energy of this devil, somebody being lazy with you, um, a third party that no longer exists because you pulled your energy back. You got your strength, right? You walk into your new foundation with the Ace of Pentacles here. You leave behind a fool, somebody behaving stupidly, somebody in their pride and ego. Spirit said they like to show off. Oh, somebody likes to show off. Oh yeah, yeah, and they talk a lot with the page. They talk a lot, but you let that go. So what I see so far, Spirit says that we walking out of 2024 with no regrets. My collective, my beloveds, we not walking out of 2024 holding on to stuff. You know what I'm saying? We released it, ate a basket, ate a cup. We let it go so that we could go capture our pinnacle. We can go move on, release that. Your person left holding something, but that's on them. You know that may have been your person, but no. Tell me about this world card. Yep, third party in reverse. This was not a good situation to be in when whoever that third party is. Well, that we know who the Jezebel is. It wasn't worth it. That had to end. So what I'm getting with that there, you pulled out of this situation before your person is starting to pull out of this situation. Now again, I feel like they may have some trapped energy there because they feel codependent on that person, whether it's emotions, whether it's obligations. Maybe they feel like a savior. A lot of men, masculine energies, have this savior complex. Like they have to be the hero. And they will choose a Jezebel over an Empress energy because she will lie enough to bait them in that she feels so helpless, and now they gotta rescue her. Or they got some type of history with her. So they gotta stick by her side. She don't have to stick by their side. They feel like they gotta stick by her. And I don't know other than parent wounds that would create that. That's because it's crazy to me that anybody would choose unhappiness for an obligation. Like God gave you a whole life on this earth, and you choose to be miserable with somebody because of obligation. And I don't mean like they made a whole family and had kids with that person. Just that one person. Not you know what I'm saying? They not married and divorced. I mean, some one person could trick them by saying, I need you so badly that you have to rescue me every time. And this person go, well, I gotta rescue the Queen of Wands because who else is gonna do it? Especially when she the type of person, excuse me, to create problems for them to rescue her from. But she keep that magic going. Tell me more. Yeah, now we got the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Your person is very immature. So we got the Page of Sticks in reverse and the Page of Pentacles. This person is aimless. They kind of lost on their journey. I don't think this person knows if they're coming or going. They don't know which direction to go. I feel like with you, they may have had more stability and potential in their future. Because, like I quoted about that mother energy, you would have cheerleaded this person on in the right direction. You would have helped them navigate life a little bit better. But when a person is so obligated on you and neither one of y'all are mature, y'all going nowhere fast, like nowhere. And also with the Three of Cups in reverse, there's been a lot of partying and drinking in that connection with that person. Like to the point where it's probably damaging their body, like their liver. It could be causing them to get into accidents or fights and disagreements. It's like it can take a control of their life when they just succumb to it. You know what I mean? I feel like this person has heavy addictions. It could be alcohol, it could be whatever drug of choice, but I feel like it alters their personality because the Three of Cups in reverse, it's a bunch of luscious to me. Okay. So this is somebody who, probably a whole alcoholic. And this person is being lied to by a whole nasty alcoholic. Tell me more. But want to be with you. Two of Cups. Can't make it up. They don't want the third party anymore. I feel like they said I had enough. I feel like this person is energetically they're waving a white flag to you. But I don't I feel like with the strength card and the upright, you put your standards up. This person has to level up. They can't come back to you on some old, I just left. You was right. No, they have to do something more that they haven't done yet. I also feel like this could potentially be a twin flame because they might feel like you have a bond with them and you feel like there's a bond with them as well that can't be, I don't want to say can't be spoken. It's hard to explain to others. Only you understand and know what the bond was like with this person. However, I feel like your person is pigheaded, especially with the fool card here. They do stupid stuff. They don't think it through. Um, I also feel like they may rely on you to think it through. So there's some codependency with that because you may be a guiding light. You may be an earth angel in this person's life. They needed a you, okay? They needed a you, and then once they met you, it became you. They need you. But do you need them? Because it's given one-sided energy. It's given they haven't matured enough to be in your energy. That they have a long way to go, and you don't have that type of time. According to your ancestors, you do not have that type of time to devote to this. Tell me more. Yeah, the Chariot. Yeah, you were guided to move on from this situation with the Chariot and the High Priestess. Silently, you took up some space in another direction. Yeah. Oh, Happy New Year, y'all. Happy New Year. Happy 2025. All that. Like Black Cherry said, all that. One more. And you decided that you had to move on. That's the challenge of the lesson, to be quiet and move on in silence to avoid chaos and conflict. Hit all that Seven of Cups. Your person is still confused. They don't know how to match your energy. They do not know how to match your fly because they're easily tempted by multiple types of things. They tempted by things, money, status. You know, the only thing that doesn't tempt them as far as prior on their priority list, or I should say, is low on their priority list, is love. Because this person is more worried about what it looked like, and that's where they messed up, and that's where they missed you at, being egotistical. Yeah, and that whole family situation over there ain't working. Ten of coins in reverse. Ain't working with you and ain't working with them. Well, I feel like you've already been guided. Either some of y'all been guided in 2024. Some of y'all been guided prior to 2024 to hold it down, to stay 10 toes down and not reconcile or make a move to reconcile to this person. It's not so much like, okay, you could reach out or whatever. I think your ancestors say, don't. Why? What would life be if they re-entered your life? What was life like when they exited your life or when they were in your life? How much energy? Think about it. Pull out the scales of justice and weigh it. Are you swaying the scale so heavily that it was almost like they were light as a feather? And I don't mean their heart, just mean like they weren't even present in the relationship because they were too confused. They were too distracted. They didn't put you first. They were over there obligated to a Jezebel energy. And now they want to close out them cycles because ain't nothing working. Ten of coins in reverse, that's losses. This person's impoverished, not happy. And what would they need? You to fix them, you to bring them up, you to repair the whole relationship. You know what I'm saying? Desert Dawn. I feel like a lot of people must be going through this. When we sat down Kwanzaa, the Kwanzaa thing I did, um, I started letting them know. I said, well, like they all know I read, so I said, I don't know. I was inspired to tell them about the last reading that I did for 2024, heading into 2025, and I was saying, Spirit was in that particular reading saying, you gotta let go the baggage. You're just going to have to release it. Like it's healthier. Your pentacles come, and this is just as echoing that because the pentacles are here as the likely outcome when you walk away, right? And I just feel like, and Spirit said, you get this person may end up being confused, but you get all the options. You get plenty to choose from, plenty to pick from because you're deserving. Um, but in this particular person's energy, like this is the energy of somebody who doesn't want you to walk away, but they need to step up. Not necessarily to come to you, right? Because it's not required. But they have to step up in their life, meaning, okay, you may be wearing a different hat going into 2025. You're no longer their protector, their mentor, their um mother figure, lover, friend, all of that. You may not be anything to this person anymore. So they got to take the lessons that they've learned and they need to apply it. I feel like though this person in particular was banking on you being the one to continue those lessons. And I'm getting in spirit is sending you in a different direction. Mainly because this person is not making any effort. Nine of Cups. No effort equals nothing. Because you're not picking up the slack no more. You're not overdoing it. You're not using mental gymnastics. Spirit's got you in the period of acceptance. As we walk into this new year, we thinking like, you know what? They did what they did to me. It is what it is. I've accepted it. I can move on. I'm released it. Like to the point where you don't need closure from them. They don't need to come back and tell you, what you was right. You don't need none of that. You already know. With the high priestess here, you already know. Even when you didn't doubt, when you doubted yourself and you didn't believe, you still knew what time it was. You still knew this person hadn't shown you anything that would make you turn your head. This person is pretending to live their best life, is what I'm getting. Pretending to live their best life because this is not a person that's going to take accountability, especially if they're in their pride and ego. They can't do it. They struggle with that. If they do it, it's similar to what I told y'all the other day. I said to this person, I said, you did X, Y, and Z, and I didn't appreciate it. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. And I'm like, hold on. I'm not finished. It was more to what you did. This is more that you didn't even know that you did. You get what I'm saying? Like this person, I honestly feel like with the page of coins and the page of sticks both being in reverse, immaturely they will say what they need to say to hold on. Okay, but they also, being pages and in reverse, would not know how to move forward. And that's clarified with the Fool card in reverse as a likely outcome. Sorry, I keep hitting the mic. This person don't know the first thing to do to get in your good graces, to show you respect. I feel like they're very. I'm getting, because they're in poverty. They're in what's that word? Survival mode. So they're gonna still be very selfish with you. This is somebody who might appear generous, meaning on some love bombing. Give you all the attention, but this would be what they call it. What they call it? An avoidant attachment style, or one of those attachment styles where this person does not know how to put you first. They can only put their needs first, and if their needs feel like, oh, I'm obligated to this mother of sticks, well, they're gonna go run over to the mother of sticks and leave you hanging. Okay, they in the previous reading, I got that they lacked heart. They were, you know, a yellow back. As my girl, what's her name? Empress T said, jellyback. They ain't got much of a spine. This person just succumbs to what they believe, which is whatever comes out of that Queen of Sticks energy or mouth. I mean, hmm yeah, we walk in. We listen. We have no business, y'all. We have no business. Yes, the jellyback. I love that, right? I love it. Every time she said, "This ain't nothing but a jellyback." I'm like, girl, you ain't never lied. I don't have no business. I don't fool with people that don't have no heart, because I know the heart that I have. So if you don't have heart, you will leave me hanging high and dry, burning on the side of the road, or you know what I'm saying, stuck somewhere because you can't put your foot down. And then you would make excuses and make me feel like it's somehow my fault if I needed you. That's the kind of energy I'm getting from this person, because they foolish. They want you but can't keep you. That don't make sense. Now they going through endings because you done pulled your energy back, as you should, as spirit has directed you. Absolutely, right? And now they suffer, but that's called karma. That's not something you put on them, okay? Because your goal and your responsibility to yourself is to take care of you, not this person. And this person, I believe, deep down, I'm feeling it, that this is the type of person that will try to make you feel guilty for walking away and choosing yourself. And you can't allow that. That's why I keep telling you that this person, you have new standards, and this person has to prove something, mostly to themselves, because some of y'all not gonna want to hear it, and I get it. Ain't nothing to hear on a lot of them because the cord has been cut, right? But in order to have what they think they want with you, I don't think most of them, a good majority of people, can do it. This person has probably spent a lot of energy being immature, being selfish minded, being egotistical, being in their pride. So to humble themselves to somebody, oh, I can't. They can't do that. How could they do that? You know what I'm saying? To come and say, no, I, I've been feeling like I have to be there for so and so, but I need you. Knowing that you're not going to tolerate any foolishness from this person, they can't come back to you. They can't. And the only reason why they can't, y'all, it's not because you did something to them. Please keep that in mind. You didn't do anything to this person. You did what you were supposed to do for yourself. Cause and I'm repeating that because a lot of people I talk to feel guilty for putting themselves first because they're used to being the caregiver in the relationships. But you have to let that guilt go. Because it didn't work. because they didn't listen, because they didn't respect you, or whatever it was, it's not your fault. You have to be able to walk away with a clean slate, knowing that you did your best in your situation, and that all the options afforded to you, you were resilient. You did what you could. If this person was committed to understanding you, then they got what they wanted. No, almost. So, you know, if that's the harshest lesson that you got to take away from this year is putting yourself first, then go ahead and put yourself first. And then get some sleep at night, knowing that you've done everything that you needed to do in the way you need to do it. And that that you deserve that peace. That you deserve that peace. And if this person can't bring peace and prosperity into your life, and you the only one carrying that weight, girl, drop, boy, whoever, drop the dead weight. It's time for closure. It's here. We got the world card twice. We got the nine of swords in reverse twice. Release the burdens. Yes. Right, Black Cherry. That's what I'm talking about. People that got silent with me, it usually because I put my foot down. And if that's what it took, that reveals a lot to me. And I'm definitely okay with it. If I was wrong, then I'd be definitely checking myself, because I always self reflect regardless of whose fault it was. I look at it like, okay, what could I have done differently? Or what did, I look at it. I have to, because that's part of my empathy for myself as well. I gotta look at it like that. Could I have done something wrong? Do they deserve an apology from me? And when I look at it, I'm like, well, I didn't cause that, and if I didn't do that, no, so there's no losses here. You know what I'm saying? They walked away, or I walked away, or we walked away from each other, and we good. We're straight. You know what I'm saying? You go do you, I'm gonna keep doing me, and that's how it's gonna be. And guess what? I sleep real good at night knowing I did what I was supposed to do in that friendship or that relationship or whatever it was. As long as I know I did what I was supposed to do, and I'm good, good, good. How they feel. One thing I learned a long time ago is that in communication, you should be able to confront somebody and say, listen, I don't appreciate that this exactly happened in my perception. This happened to me. You made me feel this way because you did da 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 da, right? You crossed the boundary or whatever. I should be able to say that. Now, if you can't handle me bringing a boundary to you, there's nothing to talk about. Ain't nothing to say. And I'm okay with letting you go and letting that whole situation go. I also feel like if a person is offended by me, they should communicate that to me. Because guess what? It's not my responsibility to think for you. There are a million things I could have said or a million things I could have done that was the offense. And if I try to think for you, I could come up with a bunch, but still may not hit the mark. So what am I apologizing for if you don't say, if you woman or man enough to say, you know what, I didn't appreciate when you said XYZ or you did XYZ. I thought you were insensitive or I thought you were targeting me or whatever. So if you don't do that, how can I take ownership for it? I can't. And what I learned over time is I'm not about to rack my brain trying to figure it out. Yep, like a baby. And so guess what? Good riddance. Because I can't hold your hand. You an adult, you a whole grown person. but you find offense in everything, I gotta let you go find all your offenses elsewhere. Then you don't gotta worry about me offending you ever again. And and it's hard to rekindle any of those types of relationships because something's not right if they could just be set off by something that just a lot of times it's usually trivial stuff or just something that lack communication. If you decide to stop communicating with a person instead of holding them accountable, then you eating that poison, not them. You ain't telling them what's wrong. Now there's times when they know exactly what they did and you do have to stop communicating with them. There's those times too. But in my case, I'd much rather talk it out or you at least confront me if it's me. If I did something wrong, if you can't confront me and you run and go hide, then stay gone. Don't come back no more. You're right, Carmen. There's a whole lot of cowards out there disguised as adults. But like we talked about, there's arrested development. They grow, they grow old, but they don't grow up. So many people are scared to confront their shadows. They're scared to take accountability. Maybe because how they dealt with, as a child, how it was dished out to them, maybe the punishments they got or the lack of punishment, it all depends. Um People don't know how to manage relationships. They may not have been taught how to manage relationships. But guess what? It's not our job to teach them other than put our boundaries up and say, well, I like you, I care about you, I love you, or whatever, but you're not going to treat me like that. Now, I don't know who else you're going to do it with, but it won't be me. And if you keep on, this is where we end. You know what I'm saying? That's what it boiled down to. So 2024 is a cleansing. It's an emotional, relationship, spiritual uh cleansing, really. That's what it boiled down to. We cleansing or running ghost people. That part, lashing out. You're right. hmm But that's what Spirit said. We cleansing. We walking away, and we getting the Ace of Pentacles. And guess what? We getting other options, other possibilities in our life. It's time. They can have their fun. They can have their drugs. Cause or their alcohol, whatever is going on with this Three Cups in reverse. They could go believe all the lies they want to believe. It's at the point where you can be the villain in a story without even saying a word. And with the Nine of Swords in reverse twice, I think we're all good over here. We don't care. I did it. Oh well. You know what I mean? Even though you ain't really do what it was, you don't care enough. It's no more going through the motions of explaining stuff to people that are committed to misunderstanding you or too immature to come to your level of you just not gonna be on the same plane. They just childish. So y'all take it how it resonate, but the good energy part is that we are cleansing out 2024. 2025 is going to be interesting. I will say that. 2025 is going to give some kiboshes to some other things. I feel like we're going to learn about some new endings. hmm Your persons or your previous persons are still going to be experiencing their karma, and that's none of our business. So they want to play the fool. They want to be immature. They don't they too afraid of themselves, too jellybackish to get their stuff together. They lack that courage. You know, they still want to cross boundaries. Well, let them go cross other people's boundaries, right? So y'all take it how it resonate. If it don't resonate, don't take it. But I definitely appreciate y'all coming tonight. as we close out. It's 11/11 as I'm saying that. As we close out 2024, we got new beginnings, new things. We're not holding on to nothing that's unhealthy for us. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I will say this, Carmen. It would be nice if the energy does leave, but the Gregorian calendar is really just ceremonial. The new year really begins in the spring. We go through the ceremony, the pomp and stance, the dropping of the ball, and all of that over here where we are. But it doesn't mean that there won't be people still wanting your energy, still wishing, hoping against hope that they can have it. It's just they'll come up here and there. And Spirit is just saying, go forward and be strong and be resilient against that energy because it's not serving you. So your job is to let that go. Even though they're there and maybe Spirit wants you to know sometimes, that nudge you felt or that dream you had, it was accurate. Yeah, this person's trying to pull on your energy. They will remind you here and there, right? But let's hope that new things start coming up, that their energy can't block anything, that they just go ahead and deal with their karma. The the thought should be that let them be distracted by their own set of circumstances that they can't focus on you. You know what I'm saying? And then you can focus on something else. So take it how it resonate, y'all. Thank you again for coming. We'll close out the reading. I appreciate y'all. Peace.